It'll be senior day when the Cowboys face the Houston Cougars on Saturday. Parsa Fallah, as our fans know, went down with a knee injury in the West Virginia game a week and a half ago, and he's been kind enough to join us. I've been in Division I college athletics for 34 years, if I can count the years right. I've never had or seen a student athlete suffer a major injury and want to talk to the media about it. So what made you decide in that flashpoint of a moment that that was something you wanted to do?
Well, as soon as I went down, I knew it was a season-ending injury, and I know it was my ACL. And obviously, my time at Oklahoma State and Stillwater was amazing. It was the best year I had probably in my life. And I was thinking about it. I have to let fans know how much I appreciate them and how much I care about them, that I played for them all season long. And I wanted to let them know somehow. It was hard for me, obviously, right after the injury, which I knew what was that meaning, it changing my future, maybe, to go and talk about it. But it was just something that I thought I had to do at the moment, and I'm really happy I did it.
You've been through some extraordinary, difficult times, waiting 6 months in the Senegal, day after day waking up thinking you were going to get your visa to come to the United States, and it took 6 months. Is there anything about going through that maybe has helped you at all with this? Because unfortunately, you've seen tough times. You know what they look like.
Yeah, for sure. I think whatever you're going through, well, before I talk about that, I would say everything that I went through, I felt God and Jesus Christ there. So that really helped me a lot to be able to feel someone have my back and someone was pushing me through the hard times. But everything that I went through made me stronger, and I got a point that I don't think nothing really can break me. Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't matter what happens, there is still a lot of things to be grateful about. And there is always someone that's having it worse than you. And as soon as I understood that concept, there is nothing really, I don't think anyone can complain about nothing. Like, we have food to eat, we have air to breathe, we have family and friends who love us. And for me, obviously it was unfortunate what I went through, but also at the same time, I look at it in a different perspective. How I look at it is, I came to Stillwater, I came to Oklahoma State. I think I played better than anyone would thought I would play. I made a relationship with fans. I found a lot of great people here, a lot of friends, family. They became my family. And obviously, I bought a house in Stillwater, and I have not been home 5 years. I haven't seen my family 5 years, but I think finally I found a place that I can call home.
Do you feel like this could be a long-term place?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's exciting. You referenced the concept of having your back. How much do you think being married to Ellie helps you during this? Because most student athletes don't have that, and they often end up in a lonely place. How much does having Ellie as your wife help you?
Ellie is a great person. She's been a great partner for me too. I think having the right partner in your life, it can take you really far. And good for me, I have it. And it's just great to have Ellie that supporting me regardless of what I'm going through, because it's tough. Like, I've been playing basketball my whole life, and suddenly it's just gone. So it's just it was part of who I am. But at this point, when I have Ellie, when I talk to her, she's always trying to make me feel special, regardless of if I'm playing basketball or no. And even when I was playing basketball, she was doing that. There was some games that I wasn't doing good, or I wasn't playing because I was hurt. But she always made me feel special and understand that basketball is something I'm good at and I'm playing it, but it's not who I am.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to follow up with. Basketball is a part of you, but it's not all of you.
Yeah,
and so
that's right.
I know it's only been a week and a half, but are you discovering things about yourself outside of basketball? So up to this point, to where there's more perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe too soon.
I mean, it's been tough not be with my team when they're playing and stuff like that. And also, I haven't had my surgery yet.
Right.
But I didn't really have time to think about it. I will just, there's a lot to think about now. But I think I would for sure have a better answer for you.
Yeah.
In a few months.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. Totally understand that. Why did you fall in love with Stillwater so much? I mean, I know you've talked about that. And what's happened in the last few months during the season, maybe we know about how much you enjoy the fans. What's added to that? As you fell in love hard.
I did, yeah. That is true. And I think all of the fans know that too. But I would say the biggest factor was, well, as I told you, I haven't seen my family in a few years.
Right.
And I don't know, that was just a feeling that when I would go play, I mean, this been probably the biggest regret of my life and of my college career, that my family never see me play. It is what it is, but for some reason, when I was going to game and I would see the little kid that would like get excited when I dove on the floor, the old man, old woman, I would think like they're my family. They're like my dad, my mom, my little brother watching the game. So that's the reason actually I was playing really hard. I was because I don't think I'm the most talented player in the court. The thing that was separating me was playing hard, and I was doing that for them because I would imagine they are my family, and which they are my family too, you know.
Yeah.
But I think just the support that fans had here is an amazing city. It's or town, better say. It's just amazing, man. My time here at Stillwater, it's been amazing. People were really nice to me, so I try to give it back to community, and they deserve it. I think every athlete who come here feeling that way, and yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. You were looking and found a support system within the fan base and the community that you could not have because your family wasn't around.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's really, really, really cool. You mentioned that Coach Lutz has done a lot for you, and you've really benefited as a person because of him. You know, he can be hard in practice.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's first thought would be, well, how can it be that way if he's so tough on you guys? So how can it be that way when he's so tough on you guys?
Well, before I answer your question, to just talk about Coach Lutz, what kind of person he is, I would say two things about him. I've never seen, I said it on my media day too, and I really meant that. I've never seen someone work as hard as him. I've seen coaches who are getting paid, make millions of dollars, and they just, I think maybe like they got a comfortable point that they still working, obviously, but they're not working like 12 or 13 hours a day.
Right.
And he has no off days too. He's working maybe more than 13 hours a day, which I really respect that for a coach at his age and what he achieved. And the second thing is he's a really good person too. He's always have the good intention. He's always trying to help his players, help people around him to be a better person. What I learned about him is sometimes in practice he coaches you really hard that it might make you mad, it pisses you off. It happened to me. I would go home, I would get mad. But at the end of the day, I understood that his intention was always to make me a better player and a better person. And that's the reason I could handle the toughness of him coaching me.
What's the coolest thing you've done in the sport of basketball?
I
know that's a hard question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you're scrolling through in your head, things that were really fun.
I mean, I probably would like to say something about this year. I would say.
Well, beating BYU was pretty fun.
It was, yeah.
Especially your wife's from Utah. So I bet she was a
She
little
was
juiced.
happy.
She juiced up
was
about
really
that?
happy, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet Ellie was very happy.
Her family, actually, some of them were BYU fan too, so it was. She was really happy that we beat them, and she could trash talk right after the game. She texted them. But yeah, she really enjoyed that.
I know as time unfolds, when the name Parsa Fallah comes up, there's two things that will be said. And it would be interesting to say what's said first. Number one, he's a great dude. Number two, he's a darn good basketball player. Does it matter to you which order that's in?
I hope a good man would be first, for sure.
You're a one of a kind. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate all you've done for Oklahoma State. Stay here the rest of your life.
I will.
There's Brahms here. So that's good.
It's amazing.
Thank you, Parsa.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
Saturday, the Cowboys and Houston Cougars on Senior Day. We'll see you in Gallagher.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Inside OSU Athletics. Casey Kendrick joined by the head coach of the Oklahoma State Cowgirl women's basketball team, Coach Jacie Hoyt. Coach, we have made it to March, and we've made it to postseason, and this is such a fun time.
It's the best time of the year, right? It's amazing every year how fast it goes. But then also it seems like it takes forever at the same time. But I'm super pumped. I feel like of all the years that I've been here, this is the first year that I feel like we're really playing our best basketball at the most important time.
Well, yeah, because if you go back, Coach, and let's think about how long ago this seems. Cincinnati before Christmas. That's when this league started, and here we are all these months later. And you kept saying, we don't want to peak early. We want to peak at the right time. And if you go back, even, obviously throw out that West Virginia game, but if you look at the last six games, right now you guys are playing at a very high level. Yeah,
no doubt. I think that this last week especially has been just a real tipping point for us. Our character was tested in the biggest way coming off of that West Virginia loss to then turn around and have to go to Iowa State, which in my opinion is probably the toughest place in the league to go play. And Iowa State was playing really well at the time. And to get the win there, the way that we did it was just huge for us and gained a lot of confidence and momentum from that game. And then we were able to take that, of course, into the Kansas game, which then I would say they were probably one of the hottest teams in the league coming in on a 3-game win streak. Yep. So just our bounce back from that West Virginia game has been something I've been really, really proud of. And more importantly, just like I said, I feel like the confidence of our team right now is at an all-time high.
Yeah, and also you had an important piece back, and I want to talk about that. She was not there at West Virginia. But, Coach, that's the thing with your team all year long, is that you haven't lost back-to-back. The character and the quality of player that's on this team, the desire to win, the buy-in to bounce back from every loss has resulted in a W. And I'm not sure, the loss that you played Texas Tech, and that was coming off a loss, and it was a great win. But, man, to lose to West Virginia, then have to go to Ames, Iowa, to avoid a back-to-back, that was big time.
It was. And I feel like I've said this to you many times, but something that we really hang our hat on within our program is the equation of E plus R equals O. So the event plus the response equals the outcome. And you said it, we've never lost 2 games in a row. I think our kids really understand how important their response is, not just winning the game, but it's all the things that go into the process to help us get that outcome of winning the game. And they're open to feedback, they're coachable, they're hungry, they're competitive, and we just have really high expectations for ourselves. So I can promise you in each of those losses, we have felt like, that's just wasn't us. That's not okay. We have never been okay with a loss. And that's exactly where, as a coach, you want your team to be.
The ability to come back and win as many as you have has got you as a 4 seed. That's a double bye situation. And, Coach, the resume has really come together well. Now, again, what does it look like when it's all said and done? Kansas City is a special place, and I want to talk about that. But this is, from that perspective, how significant is the result in Kansas City for you guys seeding-wise in the NCAA tournament?
I think it's tremendously important that we can continue this momentum and just continue to stack wins. Quad 1, quad 2, all those things are so important. And the thing about this year is literally anyone can win. I don't think that there's a single team going up to Kansas City that feels like we're a lock for this win, or I don't even care if it's a 16 seed. I think that we all respect each other, and there's enough parity in the conference right now that we understand the importance of each game. It's really nice to have that double bye and just be able to get to kind of sit back and, observe and have a little more time to rest. If you win, you've got to win 3 in a row, right? So winning 3 in a row is hard, but it's not as hard as winning 4 or 5 in a row. So we feel really great about that, but we would love to continue this momentum and ride it into the tournament.
I want to go back, Iowa State, Kansas. We did get Jaden Wooten back, who was out for the West Virginia game. Achola Cott, she's playing, set a new career high with points the other night, and followed that up with an incredible game. I mean, Coach Staley Hurd is she is just, again, back. That watermark is perfect for her. But those 3 kids right now, they're playing. Achola Cott especially, her confidence is ridiculously high right now.
Well, she's a really special player right now. What she did in Ames, because of who she did it against, arguably the best post player in the country in Audie Crooks, she was just incredible on both ends of the floor. Obviously the career high, as you mentioned, that's great, double-double, but it was her defensive effort and just her motor is – she's got – some people look like their legs are kind of wearing on them. She's running faster than she was at the beginning. So she's just a tremendous athlete, developing into a great player for us. I think that she's probably one of the most underrated players on our team, just because she's surrounded by so many great players. But I think that I said this the other day in my post game. I think that just a normal average fan could look at our roster and say, well, they don't have any post players, right? Like, they don't have the size that other people have. We just play 2 of the best posts in the country in Audie Crooks and Jalea Davis. And for A2 to do what she did against both of them, I would say size doesn't matter quite as much. Not with our style, not when you have the heart and the competitive spirit that she has, because she's coming along so well and against the very best players and teams. So I'm so excited because I feel like she's just now kind of figuring it out, and we're just, this is just the tip of the iceberg for her.
Again, it's early, not going to reflect on the season, but it's got to be rewarding as a coach, too. Obviously, when your players seem to start getting a few things, they're playing better. That's ultimately what you, as you said, that's the mark of a good team, continuing to get better. But, Coach, the game plan against Audie, and I love what you told us, the bigger they are, the faster we run. It was beautiful because every time you turned around and they missed a shot, Audie was 10 steps behind Achol, and she was sprinting. The game plan was beautiful for her style of play versus what your opponent looked like, and it just worked really well. That had to be very satisfying.
Definitely. The thing about any team that you play is it really is about matchups. It's about style of play. I think that we're a tough matchup for them because of the way that they play. They do want to slow it down and make it a half-court game, and we want to make it a track meet.
Yeah.
So it's really just a matter of who can impose their will, and we were able to do that both times that we played them. I'm so proud of that because of the respect I have for Iowa State and just who they are, what they are as a program historically. And it's been fun to just see our kids buy into that. And Praise is another one who gave us great minutes off the bench and just kind of was able to maintain whatever A2 was doing whenever she was in. So I couldn't be more proud.
So let's go back to the home record. Coach, I know you probably feel like it's still going to sit there a little bit, that Baylor lost, right? I mean, what we learned there and how kids have played since then. And I know you can make a great case we should have won that ball game, but that's the only loss you had. You're within a whisker being undefeated at home, partly because of its home. Kids love their comfort level, but also because of our crowd. Our crowd has been special all year long, one of the largest we've had in nearly a decade. They just meant so much to you guys all season long.
100%. I'm so grateful to our fans. I'm so proud of what we've built because we don't have that home record without the atmosphere that they create, right? And I didn't realize until after the game they put out the stat or the record, but we're 33-2 in the last 2 seasons, and that is really incredible. Not many teams, a handful of teams, can say that they have that home record in the last couple seasons. So I'm just so proud of what we're building. Kids want to come play in front of crowds like that. They want to stay because of crowds like that. And just that energy that they've brought has definitely made a difference. I can think of a few games, like I go back to Colorado. I don't know if we win without our crowd being as engaged as they were and effective as they were. Texas Tech was such a fun win because of our fans. I'm so proud. I'm so grateful, so grateful to the buy-in of our fans. And I could go on and on about our fans. I'm so grateful, so grateful for their support. And there just really is nothing like the loyal and true.
In fact, there's only one team in the Big 12 that had less losses at home than you, and that was TCU. They went undefeated. Nobody else in this league. That's 14 other teams that did not have the same home record. All right, Coach, so now we know this. Texas Tech is the 5 seed. They await the first game winner, I think, between Kansas State and Arizona. Is that right?
Kansas State and Cincinnati.
That's right. Thank you. And then the winner of that will take on Texas Tech. The winner of that, you guys will be waiting on Friday at 11 o'clock. Talk to me about how you prepare for 3 potential teams.
Yeah, you have to prepare for all of them because, like I said, anyone can win on any given day. So, I'll give you an example. Like Tech is the 5 seed, but K-State beat them. K-State beat both Cincinnati and Tech already. So you just can't overlook anyone. Right. We kind of learned that the hard way last year because there were 2 upsets in the games before us. And while we were prepared, we didn't really see that coming. So I think that our staff is learning and growing every year as well. And we'll be ready to play any of those teams. I would love to get to play any of those teams for different reasons, but we're excited. And like I said, it's just nice to not have to stress quite as early as some of those other teams.
Well, the joy the kids have been playing with. Senior Day was special. Friday morning, 11 o'clock, the Cowgirls will take on their first opponent, whoever that might be. Coach, let's keep stacking those wins. I like that thought. Let's just keep doing that, and let's roll on into the NCAA tournament. All right. Appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to do it for us. We appreciate you guys tuning in. For Coach Jacie Hoyt, I'm Casey Kendrick. See you next time on Inside OSU Athletics.